Hi, John Rizzo, Pizza Box Designs. How are you today? Been a beautiful day here. Had some thunderstorms this afternoon roll through. I wish we'd have got a little more rain, but we'll take a little bit, you know. We'll take what we get. Um, anyway, I've been doing a ton of prototype work today. Um, so last week we did, or the other week, whenever it was, we did an unboxing for this Old Man Mountain Manzanita rack that I'm super excited about. So here I've got it mounted on the front of my single speed right here. And yeah, I'm excited to check it out, and I've been wanting to make a bag for it. So we're playing around with a prototype here, and I'm going to give you the rundown, and we're going to check it out together. We're going to install it on the bike. We're just going to do it one take right here, live on the camera. So we're going to see how that works. But anyway, so here in Grand Junction, a friend of mine I've known for a long time, 25 years or something, closed his bike shop downtown, Brown Cycles, and and he had a pile of old signs. Had I known, I'd have just taken them all, but I took a handful of them and brought them home, and so I've been using them as the fabric for this bag, at least for the prototype work of just having fun, just trying to see what might work. But my idea from that last video was I wanted like a resto mod kind of randonnée bag. So this is what I came up with. So this was an old sign, obviously from Brown Cycles, and I cut it up. Might even say, oh yeah, it kind of says Brown Cycles under there. Getting a little bit of glare off of it, but anyway, so this is the guy. We've got fun little pockets with little orange buttons on it. I wouldn't do that, you know, for production, but for me, for just for fun, I think it's pretty great. But they make a nice little pocket, and the orange button sort of fits the theme. There's the little pocket in there, and yeah. And then I've been working with this, just trying to make it fit the rack, and having some fun with it. Got my patch on the front. Have this cool little fun bike in there. Lots of space inside. Have a little bit of fabric in there with some campers on it. Plastic structure back here, and then a little strap and a buckle in front. But I'm going to show you all this as we put it on. Here's the lid. I ran out of this fabric for this, but I have, this cracks me up. We don't serve tacos. I think the sign said something about 2 for Tube Tuesday, you know, back when we had bike tubes, right? And it said, it's like Taco Tuesday, except we don't serve tacos. We're a bike shop. Chris Brown always had a great sense of humor. I'm gonna miss having that guy down on Main Street. But anyway, so here's the bag. Here it is together. Put this little buckle, just a simple little buckle on the front. But yeah, we've got all sorts of weird little bits in here. So you can see we've got some bolt-on mounts, all sorts of stuff on here, because we're gonna bolt this to the top of the rack. So let's just go ahead and do that now. And let's see. So, oh look, I cut off my head. Hello. So on the top of this rack, there are 2 little bolt-on mounts for accessories. Well, I use 2 of those. Well, actually, there's 6 bolts for accessories. So I use 2 of those to mount this little rack. So we're just going to go ahead and put it down into place, and we're just going to throw 2 of these bolts in right now, live on the air, and we're just going to go ahead and using an old pair of cleat bolts for now. But let's see. I can't see this top one. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. So yeah, so we're just going to snug these little guys up. Tiny bit. And then on the back of this, I have these straps that go part way around because I don't want to go all the way around the bag. I just want the bag to sort of hang into place. And I have a little piece of pipe and some plastic in here for some structure to hold it all together. So from the top here, we have these straps that come up the back and they go down through, and you can't really see this back behind it, but they go down through the back of the Manzanita rack, through a little strap, and then back up through that little Manzanita rack. And yeah, and then they would pull those tight, and then that'll snug this rack right up against, or this bag right up against the rack. And then I can go ahead and run it through this little buckle in the back. Right? And we can snug that little guy right up on there, right? So you kind of get the idea. Now we're going to do the other side. And I'll turn this around. You might be able to see it a little better if I do it like this. So in through the rack, down through the through this little piece of webbing, back up through the rack again, and watch what this is going to do. It's going to snug that little guy, that little curve that I sewed into this back of this, right up against the back of that Manzanita, and then into the little buckle. And who knows? Who knows what'll happen with this little bag? But I'm going to try it out. I'm going to take it out for a ride this weekend and pack it full of stuff and try it out. Whoops! I keep missing the little spot. Let's see, back in. Oh, there we go. I even had some orange little tensioners, right? So there we go. So now that's in there, and then that's on the rack. We've got our lid, and then sit back down so I can take a look at you. Hi. I don't know. What are we doing here? So then I've got a little compression strap across the top to hold that together. And then this little guy comes down here and locks into the front. Yeah. So that's that. I might, it's the first time I bolted it on with the lid attached. I may, adjust the lid a little bit. There's a little bit of a gap in the back of this right here that I may try and close with something. But this is the prototype. We're just figuring it out. And I could loosen up this little strap on the front and with a nice tight little buckle. Yeah, and then that fits in there. You can really pack full of stuff. Lots of space in here and super fun. So I don't know. Super long video. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, always love making stuff on here and love spending time with the community on Instagram and on YouTube. So thanks for spending time with me, and we'll see you around.